Yes, we got a podcast going, and like I said, God is awakening us for a time such as this. Myself, I can only speak for me, but I wasn't thinking about ministry. To keep it a buck, I was not thinking about ministry. My wife will tell you when she met me, I never talked stepping into ministry, being that wasn't on my. I've known since I was like 8 or 9 years old what my calling was, what my purpose was, right? I've known to communicate God's word, but I ran away from it for like 30 years. Keep it a stack. I ran away from it for 30. I wanted no parts because of what I saw growing up, right? In church. I saw a lot of, and not all the church is bad. Not I've learned some great things. My foundation is in church, is in the Baptist church. I've learned a lot, but there's a lot I had to toss away. Once I connected and formed my own relationship with Jesus Christ, there was a lot I had learned that I had to toss out, right? So I don't want people to have to go through that. I saw a lot of hypocrisy, right? A lot of performance, a lot of pretense. And I love God even back then. I had church mothers who confirmed my gifts, who nurtured my gifts. And if I would have been obedient, I would have been brought up in that way to preach God's word. But I believe that God gave me he took his time with me. He allowed me to figure things out. I was going to open a cafe. I wanted to be a cafe owner. We was going to serve beignets in the morning and red beans and rice in the afternoons. And that was my dream. That was my dream. And God interrupted me in 2019. He interrupted my life, and he said, "Yes, this is time. It's time now." He had grace for me. He allowed me to do my own thing. He allowed me to kick my foot against the goals. But then it came a point in time where I could not deny it anymore. Right? His pull got too strong. Right. And I made the decision to be obedient to his call. And I believe that it's not just me. I believe God is waking up his sleeper cells to communicate his gospel, his word to his people in this very time. Right. I'm excited about it because of the impact. I believe it will have impact. It's going to be authentic. Look at what I'm doing now. God knew I couldn't be in somebody's church wearing no robe and preaching. God gonna give you a car. He gonna give you a house. He gonna bless you. He gonna bless you real good. He gonna give you double for your trouble. Like I couldn't. That's cap. I couldn't do that. I couldn't pretend with even at that age, that young age, 8, 9 years old. I loved Jesus so much, and I authentically loved him that I couldn't pretend with him. Right? I couldn't perform. So what I saw, I knew I couldn't be. I could not be that, and God, in His infinite wisdom, knew that I could not do that and be that. So now look, I get to fulfill my purpose and my calling, and still be my authentic self. And God knew it all along. So and this is just the next phase. This is the next step. The podcast, the radio show, is going to be myself, the other ministers who also wrote the book. We're gonna host it 2 at a time. This is not church. Right. I repeat, this is not church. We no.